All right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back on another stream, another crazy week. So let's get started. I'm going to open up the screen now. Here we are with good old MotoWave, doing our scans here. So I'm going to bring back our scanning here, harmonic scan. Just so you know, I'm sure you already know, there was a big bounce back today from the markets. So if you're just looking at this and thinking, oh, the markets are awesome, not quite. They were doing well this morning. There was a Fed news event. It dropped the market and it came back with a vengeance. So there might be a short-term pop, but the negative news of anything Fed-related, interest rate, debt is just not going to look good for the markets, okay? So we need to understand that. And the way it looks right now is, we're going to go through it. So let me just go through the scans here. We have a long now on the NASDAQ 100. We haven't seen that in a long time. So be aware of that. That's a top pick. Maybe the US is on its way back. We don't know. USD Norway, but it's not moving up as you'd think. So Monday, Tuesday next week, if the markets start to show weakness again, then fundamentally which way the markets are going to go. So here we have gold in Swiss franc. We have a long, same with two longs here, gold and Japan yen. We have a couple of silver here and gold in Canada and British pounds. So now they're saying that the British Canadian dollar is starting to move up. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. Silver again in the pounds. That might be another place of that will start to show some strength there. Now there was a shocker. One I hope to see is the U.S. Denmark. That was pretty strong. Here, yeah, that's the euro Denmark. It's been fairly flat, but it has a long. Another short in the Hong Kong 33. More shorts on the Netherlands. Same with Taiwan. Here we have a second long on our NASDAQ. That's really good. A short on the USD China. China seems to be weak. Now I'm going to show you the markets in a little bit. Here we have another long in the USD Norway. USD South African Rand. That's looking okay since around the 24th, January 11th, I should say. Natural gas is declining. Wheat is kind of bouncing around, but it's got its short in place. Australia, New Zealand, two shorts there, not looking so strong. The Australian dollar, well, we got one long, Australia, two longs, Australia Canadian. Now that might be because the Canadian dollar might be strengthened, which is goody. NASDAQ, a third long here on the NASDAQ. We have now a long on the UK 100. So the markets may start to strengthen. Again, this goes up and down, but I haven't seen longs on any US markets for a while. Short here on the British pound, Japanese yen. And we're going into the very good score now as well. So pound against the franc, it has a short. USD Norway not as strong as I would have thought, but hey, the US markets are strengthening. Now here's where it gets very interesting. You can see here starting to move up. We got three calls here, four actually. So we got four calls, 3 or 4 of those are longs. So if the markets start to tank, you may want to start watching this CFD here, the gold and silver ratio. So we have here silver in Australia in decline. That's two shorts there. Similar thing with the silver in Canadian. Actually got, I would say maybe one long, one short. Then we have here silver in Swiss francs, one of each there. The euro is a complete mess. Two shorts there. But the good thing is that we're starting to see some strength with the British pound. That's a good thing. So we got a long here in the Hong Kong. I'm not very confident with the Hong Kong market right now. Silver in Japanese yen. 3 calls here, 1 short. So 2 out of 3 are shorts. Australia, Canada, looking long there. Australia CHF short, so it's a Canadian dollar that's strengthening. This was a good one for a while. The Australia, New Zealand, 2 shorts there. Australia, Singapore. So something's going on with the Australia, which is not as strong. Very important one I wanted to show was the China 50. It's just been in a steady decline since mid-February. Not a good thing. So China's not doing too good. Euro, Swiss franc, got another short there. The exotics here, well, the euro and Turkish lira's got a long, rand's got a long as well. Here again, we have another decent long for the UK 100. And we have yet again another long. So that's a lot of longs for the NASDAQ. USD Russell 2000 short there. Okay, now we're getting into the bonds. Okay, they have a long here for the 30-year Treasury. Let's see what we also have here showing up. Okay, not much for the Saudi. The 10-year, another long there. So it's mixed. I don't know, but the Treasury still got showing some weakness. We'll go into that more detail. This is a big one. USD and Czech. That's a surprise to me. I didn't see that coming. I would have expected to see the same performance with the USD Norway, but it has a long. USD Rand, that would have been a good trade if you had the balls to do it. Corn USD has a long. The only agriculture I've seen of a long. So no matter which way, this is very independent from all the other markets out there. Corn, Swiss franc and the Rand long. Pound against the Swiss franc is short. We got 3 more. Pound against the Rand short. Rand against the yen short, and New Zealand against the Canadian dollar. So very mixed bag, but I think out of that, I would probably look at the Czech as well as potentially the gold silver if things start to turn again come Monday in the US. Okay, so let's look at these markets here. So we've looked at the NASDAQ, Australia. Now we're coming up to the 2-year here. It looks stable for the last little bit. There were a couple of dips yesterday and the prior day, but it did have a decent little increase here today. So, and that's the 2-year. Now let's look at the 5-year. Okay, so here, they're not talking about this, but it did decline further. So you're starting to see that 5-year deteriorate continuously. It did bounce back prior. This is starting to become a fundamental flawed down move, but we'll see in the 10-year, same thing, continuing to drop. We've known about this for a while. The 30-year not looking good. NASDAQ did look good today. I don't know. This is what I'm watching. This is what I think of the catalyst. The 2-year expected to move up. The 5-year I didn't expect, but it did dip. The 10-year, same thing, and the 30-year continuing to drop. This shouldn't drop like this, but it does show the U.S. government and the Treasury worldwide is losing confidence in the U.S. So today may have been a temporary pop because of the job market. Okay, copper is important because it's starting to run up again. It did have its decline February 24th till probably the low point, hopefully yesterday, or 2 days ago, well, Thursday, March 4th, and it's starting to bounce back. That's good. The China market is starting to drop as well. The Hong Kong 33 is not so bad, but fundamentally, China is just not doing too good there either. So if things start to deteriorate, I will continue watching the Treasury, as well as the gold silver. Yeah, that's the one to watch. Okay, so no comments or questions. So leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day. Oh, and before I forget, if you want to know more about how I'm working on my little bot, I think the cryptocurrency is going to be more critical than ever. So right now, we've got the Bitcoin doing okay, Kraken and Binance, but working on the Coinbase. So across the board, it's good to have a good diversity to continue having ways to hedge with crypto when things are dropping and the way it's looking. I think it's going to continue going into next week based upon what I'm seeing there in the Treasury. Again, so if you want to know more, just come over to the chat, but I'll put the link in the description. For both MotiveWave and Python. Other than that, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day.